In today's episode of the LightCast, I'm going to be sharing a few of my go-to methods for releasing density and raising my vibration. That kind of came out strange. These work every time. Stay tuned. This idea of conscious creator is just becoming aware that you can't not be. Of course you are. Like, I know that you're a spiritual being. Your spirituality is unique to you. It's specifically yours. And you're robbing all the rest of us from having the experience of you.
Yes.
Please don't rob us. What if you are one of those one rare beings that has something very different, very special, and very unique to bring into the world? Once you become like fully embodied, fully aware, fully focused, you make a difference. Consciousness underlies everything. You are a creator. You are participating in the creation of everything that you're experiencing. What are you going to do with that? Okay. So my number one go-to method for releasing density and raising my vibration is music. And I like a lot of different kinds of music and music from a lot of different genres. But for the purposes of today, I'm going to share 8 specific pieces of music that are instrumental. And these are pieces that I've pulled from a playlist that I use or that I've built called The Language of Light, because to me, there's something transcendent in these, or they take me to a really transcendent place. So I thought I'd share, and then you could check them out and see if they take you to that same great place. Number 1, by Hans Zimmer, from the film score to The Thin Red Line, the piece called Journey to the Line. This piece starts out slow and builds slowly up into a really tremendous climax. And I like that it takes some time to take me to that place. It's almost like the first part of the piece represents like transition from where I am in life to my sort of core stability or alignment with my higher self when the climax happens. Number 2. By Moby, featuring Viking Guralifsson from Reprise, his piece, God Moving Over the Face of the Waters. Obviously, the title is a reference to Genesis, where it says that God moved over the face of the waters. And I've contemplated this concept a lot and read about it through the perspectives of a lot of scholars and teachers. And to me, the idea of what Moses was intending to express was that everything is energy. And so if you were trying to explain that concept, you may suggest that there's this movement like the wave, like we see in the water. And so that's like sound or energy. And then God is moving on the face of the water, or moving along the energy, or God is the energy that's moving along the wave. I think that's what I was trying to get to. Everything is in movement, everything is oscillating, everything is energy, and the energy of the Creator is moving in everything that is along the wave. Moby has described when he was inspired to write this piece and what it meant to him. And then after he was done, like putting the instrumentation down and writing the track, he laid down on the floor and wept. It's really beautiful. It's been one of my favorites for a while. Number 3, Outro by M83 from their album Hurry Up, We're Dreaming. This one to me is really motivational. it just has a bit of a punch. I often listen to it when I'm working out, and I like the idea. There's a brief little bit of lyric in it. I am the king of my own land. Visions of dust will fight until the end. Creatures of my dreams raise up and dance with me. I'm your king. It's just a cool idea. And then the whole song takes off. Number 4, this is a metaphysical one. Death is Only a Door by Tom Twyker, Johnny Klimek, and Reinhold Hale from Cloud Atlas, the Cloud Atlas score. So obviously one of the themes of the Cloud Atlas book and the subsequent film is that we are all reincarnations. We've lived past lives. There will be future lives. The energy that we are existed long before we came and will continue long after we perish from this experience. And so the sound of this piece really, to me, speaks to the sense of awe and wonder that I feel when I contemplate the eternal nature of the spirit. So, death is only a door. Number 5. This one tugs at my heartstrings and appeals to the romantic in me. It's by Craig Armstrong from Romeo and Juliet, the version with Leonardo DiCaprio, I think. And it's a piece called Balcony Scene. To me, it is the ultimate expression of the fleeting and delicate nature of romantic love. Number 6. I'm going to botch the pronunciation of this. It's Seglopur by Sigur Rós from their album Tak. Similar to Outro by M83, it just like... it has a punch that motivates me, that lights the fire in me. Number 7, the 4th movement from Symphony number 3 by Aaron Copeland. Gosh, I don't know what to say about this piece. It's just... You know what I'll say? I'm going to go ahead. So the sound of the movement, you're going to recognize it from his other piece, the Fanfare for the Common Man. But this is a sort of elaboration and further development of the themes of the song. But the idea of the fellowship of man, or the fanfare for the common man, is precisely what appeals to me about this piece. It sounds like that idea feels. I know I'm not making any sense. This movement sounds like the fellowship of man and the honest rawness and humanness of the idea of the fellowship of man. Take that for what it's worth. Number 8, by John Adams from Harmonium, Part 3, Wild Nights. Each movement of Harmonium is based on a poem, I believe, and I like Part 3, Wild Nights, because you can't listen to it passively. And maybe I'll say my recommendation is that for each of these pieces, if you listen to them, like really commit yourself toward the experience of listening and go on the journey with the song. But you can kind of feel the unfolding of the narrative of the piece, and there's a range of emotions that it inspires within me, all of them good. And what I'll say about each of these pieces that I'm sharing is they're all high vibration, high tone pieces. There's no anger in them, because my suggestion to you is that if you're listening to music that is angry, that's going to hold you in a lower space. So this is all high vibration stuff. Just listen to it or give it a shot and see if it does to you what it does to me. It takes me on a really fun, great journey. So that's music. Number 2 is body stuff. I mentioned in the last episode when I was talking about replacing my water heater, I love hot showers. That's a body thing. I love nature walks, and one suggestion I'll make that you could try is to take your shoes off when you go for nature walks and put your feet in the dirt or firmly on the earth. And there's some suggestion that there's some energy or ion exchange between the energy of the earth and the energy of your body when you do that. And so just give it a try and see how you feel. I also love road trips and travel, just exposing myself to something new to look at. Great architecture, art, museums, that kind of thing. I love lifting weights. I like how it puts me in my body. You can make a mind-muscle connection that kind of grounds me. It has lifting weights and even yoga as I'm getting older has a way of getting me out of my head and into my physical body and into the experience of physical life. I have a tendency to just stay in my head out in the ether, contemplating and imagining. And so doing physical labor or physical exercise is really grounding and raises my vibration. Guided meditations. So because I have a very active mind, depending on the moment I'm in, sometimes it's really a challenge for me to meditate in silence and try to quiet my mind. And when that's the case, I have some go-to guided meditations where either someone is leading you on a journey with their voice and or music, or it could just be a musical meditation. And there's a lot of profound stuff out there in terms of research and training yourself with certain binaural frequencies. And I don't want to go into all the technicalities of all of that, but just if you go on YouTube and search for guided meditations, you'll find some great stuff to experience. One of my favorites that's been a go-to lately is it's called the Light Body Meditation, and it's from a company called Sacred Acoustics. And you can learn more about them at sacredacoustics.com and purchase the Light Body Meditation, and they have some others you could consider as well. But this meditation really brings me into complete alignment, and it makes my whole body just feel really good. So check it out. Laughing. This is so simple, but what a gift laughter is. And my favorite thing is to laugh at myself, especially when I have the realization that I've been too serious, and just like looking at the experience I'm having from a different perspective is always a good thing. But also have, I've been known to binge on some Tracy Ullman sketches. I think she's brilliant. Old Carol Burnett stuff. And recently I've discovered the Try Not to Laugh series on the Smosh Pit channel on YouTube. They have some pretty absurd stuff going on over there, so check them out if you like to laugh. And then number 6 is a sort of just a bonus. I'm a total band geek, and I love to watch drum corps videos. And one of my favorites is the Phantom Regiment. They are based out of Rockford, Loves Park, Illinois. And a couple of my favorites from them that you could probably find are their 2003 show, Harmonic Journey, and their 2010 production, Into the Light, which is based on a series of symphonic poems by the film composer Michael Kamen. So, check those out. It's an audio and visual feast. So, in conclusion, I just want to say we all have a way of perceiving ourselves as solid. But the reality is that everything is energy in oscillation and in tone. And by deliberately focusing on ideas and sense perceptions that make you feel good or better, you are increasing your vibration and the quality of your consciousness. I say quality not like better or worse, but quality as in substance And so you're bringing the quality of your consciousness to the experience that you're having and to the experience that you're sharing with others around you. I'm grateful for each one of us who acknowledges this truth, the truth of this phenomenon, and the truth of our experience, and commits themselves to raising their frequency. And I wanted to share some of my go-to methods today. If you have other inspired ideas or ways of getting yourself into that high-flying, good-feeling, high-vibration space, I would love for you to leave a comment in the comment section. Who knows? Maybe your comment will inspire someone else to try something to raise their vibration. As always, thank you for being you. And thank you for joining me for this episode of the LightCast. Until we meet again, I'm Jared Treadway, sending you love and light.